Both Westminster Christian and Madison Academy have kind of taken winding paths to clinch their playoff berths, but here we are. This Friday, the teams will face off for the third seed in 4A Region 8, and that is our big game Friday night, game of the week.
They're excited about the opportunity to play Madison Academy here and senior night, and a lot to play for, and then obviously the recognition of finishing third in the region.
They know the ramifications of the game, but so we don't talk a whole lot about it, to be honest. It's just about each day trying to get better.
Madison Academy has definitely done that. The school isn't used to the term rebuilding season, but they've had plenty of growing up to do after a 2-4 start. Since then, they've rattled off 3 wins in a row.
Well, one of the biggest challenges you always have here at Madison Academy are the expectations, and that can weight you down, especially if you're a younger player or a younger team, and I think that did a little bit early on, and then we kind of found our footing with that. The biggest thing is these guys just kept working.
Westminster has also had its ups and downs this year after having to replace a senior class that won 11 games last year.
Whenever you lose that much talent and leadership, there's a vacuum, so you always worry about what's going to fill the vacuum. So we spent a lot of time in the offseason of prepping these guys, preparing them for what was coming, kind of that who's up next mentality.
Evan McClure has been one of those next guys up. They moved the former defensive end to running back, and he's been a key pillar of the offense. So is Houston Scott, who's steadily grown in his first season as the starting quarterback.
Seeing him assume that role has been great, especially when he hasn't had to have that role. Again, he typically was going in games and the games were in hand. He's probably just handing it off, and so now for him to have to engineer drives and to be the one out there with the bullets flying, and just seeing him, how he's developed over the years, has been really cool for me.
The Mustangs have also had to develop a new quarterback, with Charleston Owens being a thrill to watch as a freshman.
He's exciting, sometimes for the good and sometimes not so good. That's just the way it is, and that's part of the growth. That's part of the learning and the understanding. He's gonna make things happen, and that's the way all of our young guys have been. You have to live and learn to fight through the ups and the downs, and I think that's been the most rewarding thing for a coach, is that these guys have done that.
Through all the ups and downs, the Wildcats and Mustangs are still standing, and both heading right back to the postseason.